Okay, what is up, everybody? It's Nick here, playing some 7 Days to Die. And today is just going to be a build video. We are, as you can see, a little bit away from the next Horde Night, which will be day 175. So essentially what I wanted to do is just kind of take a little bit of time and show you what I've been doing in this game. And we're going to go work on the tower some more, I think. So in order to do that, I need my trussing. Yeah, give me these guys here. And I think we should be good to go. I actually just got back from a supply run last night, so I've actually got a little bit of iron again. Got some stone, and I've got iron and clay smelting in a bunch of forges here so I can make more trussing blocks as needed to finish the tower structure. Oh, you know what I need? I need these guys. And we're going to take these guys. Well, we'll take half of these guys. And half of these guys. I'm going to plant some trees kind of on the way over to the thing. You'll first notice there was a pillar here, I took it out. I'm slowly but surely getting rid of the pillars as I build rooms down here. I just don't think I need them anymore. I love this living room. I can't wait to add a little more to it. I got to finish the bathroom here. And we'll build some other rooms back here, and obviously I've got to do some stuff in the panic room, but I need to go to the trader and see what kind of sweet, sweet decorations I can get from him. Alright, now this thing is annoying me because it wouldn't dry before. So I took the block out figuring it was just glitching, and then I replaced it. Still won't dry again. So we may just be stuck with something dry there forever. Now, alright, so this is basically what I've done, and I want to show you guys this at night because it really looks great at night. First thing you notice, I took the boxes away from the trees here because the trees clip through them when they get fully grown. So I just basically said screw it. Once these trees grow fully, I mean, they look good anyway just from this perspective because they're just coming out of boxes in the ground. And then when they grow fully, you won't even be able to see the boxes and the trees will just be sitting there. All right, so this is white adobe plate. Did this as like a concrete looking sidewalk. I know it's not really concrete. All right, but then we've got our pool built here. And like I said, I want to show you guys this at night because it really, really looks cool. I followed some advice that I learned from some other YouTubers and some other 7 Days to Die players, but you'll see it's very, very bright down here. All right. So what I actually did is there are two mobile spotlights behind the wall shining in through it, and just because of the way the physics works in this game, it still shines light through it. So during night, you know, obviously you have the torchlight and everything out here, but during the night, this just kind of glows like a nice bluish color under the water there. Looks really, really sweet. All right, and then this is basically our little lounge area. Well, again, we've got some torches up here. I built some lockers, some tables, some chairs, bought a trash can at the trader, built some coolers, built some potted plants, and then I built this cool little fireplace thing. I have to thank JC's channel, and JC is a great 7 Days to Die channel. Please subscribe to him on YouTube, but essentially, I saw this in one of his videos, and he sticks a burning barrel. You can see that's a burning barrel down there. He sticks a burning barrel down below a fireplace, and so it looks like it's just constantly burning, but it's not using any fuel, which is nice. And then again, these are just bricks. Put brick pavers down for the ground here, so it separates it a little bit. Now, this is the only pet peeve I have, and this is something that I can't fix. It's just something that I'm stuck with because of the way the castle's built and because of the size of the city block. It's an even number of blocks. And, actually, I'm sorry, no, it's an odd number of blocks, I think. Wait, was it even or odd? I can't remember. Well, actually, we can see here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11. So it's an odd number of blocks, the entire castle structure is. So because I wanted to put a drawbridge in it, it makes it uneven. So I decided to build the drawbridge off center and put it over here on the side. And, I mean, essentially you've got this is centered here in the center of the thing here. But then same thing with the keep. I wanted to put a drawbridge on the keep. And so I needed to kind of move everything. I would guarantee you that this is probably going to end up coming out of here. Only because this will bug the ever-loving hell out of me for a while. So I would put a door like right there and change the way that this is all coming out of here. But for now, this is kind of what we're stuck with. You see, I still haven't done anything with this area over here. There'll be a garage over here for the bikes and some other things. I haven't decided exactly what yet. This sidewalk here, I'm going to continue this sidewalk around the back here. And one thing I'm kind of in the middle of doing now, and I actually need to harvest this as soon as I get the chance, but I need to take some chrysanthemum, and I'm going to plant this whole thing full of chrysanthemum. I'm going to use the rest of my fertilizer there as well, because I need a ton of chrysanthemum to make a lot of red wood blocks. And this thing here, I built a little basement to something that's going to go here, and you can see this goes down into here, and I put little inside corner pieces here to make it look kind of cool. But this is just a little basement to a building I'm going to put here. Probably just I don't know, just a little house. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with it yet. But I want to do it out of red wood blocks or barn wood, one of the two. And I need chrysanthemum for either one. So I'm going to wait for that to happen there. But yeah, and then we did get a little bit more work done on some of the walls here. But I need even more resources than I already have to do that. So we're not going to do anything with that for now. Before the next Horde night, I do believe I need to get back into this trench. I need to grab some concrete, grab some scrap iron. And I need to see just how badly the zombies have messed up things down in here. I have not gone down here to fix things in forever. And usually that doesn't bode well because they are down here all the time. I don't see anything missing, though. Like any wall pieces or anything like that, so that's good for me. I had a cop blow up and take out the street light that was on this corner here, so I'm going to stick a maple tree there instead. And yeah, I'll show you guys the water pit that I had to use to fill the pool. Let me tell you, if you ever want to build a pool in this game, have fun. It is the most frustrating thing you could possibly imagine because the water just does not like to take to... I'm just going to plant some more trees throughout here, just beautifying the city. But yeah, the water does not like to take to filling into the pool. So basically what I had to do is I had to run wood frames across the top of it and keep dumping the water against the wood frames until it settled up to the top. I mean, you literally have to fill every single space. And I mean, I only made a deep end. I didn't make the whole thing deep. So that thing would have taken me like even longer to fill than it already did if I would have done that. And I kind of don't want to fight any zombies because I don't have any weapons on me. I just said screw it and didn't bring any because I'm trying to focus on mining and I'm trying to focus on construction. So I don't like wasting the time fighting zombies because let's face it, zombies don't have anything good for me. At least not the zombies in the city. Not on your normal nights anyway. Horde nights, maybe. But even that is getting to be a little bit dicey. I'm so much more focused on just doing builds at this point that fighting actual zombies is really getting irritating. Just because they never have anything good on them. I mean, you fight cops and military guys and stuff like that, and they usually have decent enough loot, but... And I need raw resources. I need to be more vigilant about picking up resources as I go. Like I said, Operation Beautify the City. And we'll start planting some of these white spruce trees. Got these beautiful little dirt patches, which is nice. And I want to show you guys the tower. Oop. Almost went too far. There we go. Yeah, I want to show you guys the tower, show you guys the progress that has been done there. Because the tower is coming along very, very nicely. It really... Oh, shit. This is why you should always have a weapon on you in the city. And he actually made me fucking bleed out. So now I'm going to have to go back home. My own fault. My own fault for not bringing anything with me. What a pain in the ass. I had to do this the other day, too, because I was being irritating and I didn't bring anything with me. Maybe you've got something cloth on you. Here, die. No, you don't. That's what I'm talking about. Zombies just don't have anything good on them. They don't ever have any decent loot. Drop something well, one piece is okay, but I need two. Oh, got a crawler. Got a couple crawlers. Oh, got two. Alright, that's good. I'll be able to build one now. Alright, so let's... Almost made a splint. There we go. Alright, now I've got a few more in case I need other stuff. Oh, another crawler. Yeah, you know, cops and dogs and everything like that. I should have some kind of weapon on me in the city. I really should. It's just my stubbornness. Basically. I was watching the video yesterday. Mad Mole put out a video, more stuff about A16, which they did sleepers, a demonstration of the sleepers for the first time, which are going to be really, really cool. Especially in early levels of the game when you're trying to loot through a building or whatever. Why was that only 2 hits? Oh, okay. I really, really need resources. Especially stone and iron. Iron especially. Iron, I've got a lot in the forges. I've been vigilant about keeping the forges well stocked, but I need more. I just need more. Because I just don't have enough right now. I'm just going to zip down a couple of these rocks and a couple of these trees. This will be a little bit of a grinding video, so it's not going to be as exciting as like a Horde Night video or anything like that. But I just want to kind of show you guys the progress of some of the projects that I'm working on here. So I do appreciate all the support. I do appreciate all the subscriptions, all the likes, everything else you give me. Thank you very much. I need to harvest. There's cars in the parking lot of this power station here. I need to kind of go through that power station and harvest the whole thing. Haven't done it yet. One of those things that's on the to-do list. I've got so many things on the to-do list in this game, it's ridiculous. You'd think with the 120-minute days and everything, I would be fine. I wouldn't have to worry about all this stuff as much, but I still just have no time to do anything in this game. These massive build projects take up a lot of my time, and then the rest of it is, you know, fighting random zombies, fixing random stuff, collecting resources, etc. I'll probably end up starting on another lot here soon enough. Just because clearing one of these lots is a really, really great way to get a lot of good resources in a hurry, because the auger rips through this stuff like it's nothing. It's paper to it. So I can just take the auger and just zip through another lot and just take it out. Alright, I just heard, was that a spider? Yep. These things do not like to die, and I don't like it. Alright, let's stop messing around out here, and let's get up into the tower. I want to show you guys what I've done so far. And tell you a fun story about how the whole goddamn thing collapsed on me the first time I did it. Not the whole tower, mind you, but the platforming I'm using. I'm using trussing blocks to build platforms every 50 blocks on the tower. Starting from the top working down. So I don't know exactly where the bottom platform is going to be. But you can see we've got 2 of them in place now. Okay, and the top trussing platform, like I had built, you know, a big stack of wood frames to get to the top, so I could, you know, utilize wood frames at the top and, you know, build the actual first platform. Well, this was a cop. This actually, you saw this in my last video, I believe. And I need to get some gravel or get something and refill that. Annoying. But I mean, essentially, I had some wood frames. And I had one wood frame under one of the corners, and I'll show you this once I get up there. But I had one wood frame under one of the corners, and essentially the game decided it was like, nah, no. And just because that one block was there, well, when I removed the wood frame, literally the entire top of this thing fell down, all right? Now, I don't want everybody to have to sit here and watch me do this for like 5 minutes, so we're going to go ahead and zip through this. Alright, so basically we are here. Actually, I went one too high, but that's okay. Oh, too high. Alright, so we'll stick that there so I can get over there. But yeah, you can see kind of a lot closer now. And let me get over onto this trussing block here. You can see from here what this thing kind of looks like. So I'm taking the ramp trussing blocks and I'm kind of extending the ramped out sides of the tower piece here. And I'm using the trussing blocks as basically the first extension piece. And then we use the square trussing blocks like so. This is dangerous, dangerous work. I have broken a leg more than once doing this, and I've died doing this. And I would really, if I had to say, I would think the dying was probably the more annoying thing because it was night. And I was like, screw it, I'm just going to work on the tower at night. The zombies can't... I built that too low. Nothing like wasting trussing blocks. These don't cost a fortune in iron resources to build or anything. I get 4 back. Look at that shit. Ridiculous. Okay, so there we go. Let's try this again. Thank you. And I'm going to stick that there and that there. And now we should be okay. And we're going to go there and there. And there we go. So now we've got 2 full rows here. And so what I'm doing here in the middle, because there's no way to connect to this thing here. It's just basically going to be a little bit of a corner piece stuck in there. So this is what I've been doing. And I figured this will kind of create a nice little quick escape route. I'll have some hay bales still at the bottom of this thing if I ever need to. And I just missed it. Totally screwed that up. There we go. So basically I'm just putting this, you know, kitty corner to the other side here. So based on the block physics of the game, it's still quote-unquote connected to it. But at least it's, you know, doing something. It's not just kind of doing absolutely nothing. And then we'll get over here and we'll get this piece in here. There we go. And, yeah, we got to get this guy in here as well. I never realized that. That's actually the exact same shape. To put that in, that's actually, oh, that's nice. That's going to save me some time. I don't have to sit here cycling through stuff all the time. But yeah, I was so pissed. And I mean, you see, obviously, I've got 2 stories of this done now. 2 platforms, I should say. So it obviously holds it. So why it was that this one block, I removed 1 wood block and literally the entire top platform fell to the ground. And let me tell you how pissed I was, because that's, you talk about a waste of iron resources. That's a huge waste of iron resources. Because like I said, these trussing blocks, these things are not cheap to make in your forge. So it was just like, you've got to be shitting me. And let's go ahead and... Sometimes in this game, I tell you. The good thing is, and I found this out, I don't know if it's just because of how high level I am, how high I like my damage resistance, my armor, whatever the case may be, a combination of all those factors probably. But I can survive a fall even from the top of this tower if I have full, and I mean full health. And I don't have full health right now. Of course, I have 154 because I was bleeding out for a little while from that dog there. But, I mean, at the very least, I know, I mean, I'm like 100 blocks closer to the ground than I am at the top of this tower, so I should be fine up here. But even still, like, I know that I'm okay if gravity decides to take hold and I do actually fall. And whoop, link that in. And get this linked here. Alright, and let's build this over here. This is going to be my other block, so this one's going to go there. There we go. Alright, so that's that block. So I need 1 more on the other side of this here. And then we go just like so. This way I can do these corner pieces 1 time. I don't have to keep shifting it over because it is the same piece that goes here as it is on the other side. And I just found out in the middle as well. So once I find this one shape, I can just do it exactly how I can't wait for the A16 update when they change that. Because the way that you're going to be able to select and choose these blocks is going to be so much easier. Alright, let's whip around the side here. There we go. Yeah, it's the same block that goes on the outside and the inside, and I never realized that, so that makes it that much easier. So I just got to build my way around all the sides, and boom, we're done, you know? Trussing blocks have a great... That's why I decided to use these, and it's probably been my fault for making the tower as big as I did, meaning covering as much space as I did. I think it's 13 by 13 blocks, but the trussing blocks, I think you can build out 16 off of 1 to support them. Oh my god, the game almost glitched and froze a little bit there, and I almost walked off the edge. You're almost guaranteed. That's kind of why I'm filming this, because you're almost guaranteed I'm probably going to fall at least once or break my leg. My leg finally healed after the last time. It's been broken for like 3 days, because I broke it working on the tower, and then if you watch that last Horde Night video, when I randomly jumped down to try to get off of the Horde, the structure for the Horde Knight, my leg broke again. And even though it's like a 2-block space, it's ridiculously nothing at all. I've jumped it 1,000 times, but it still broke my goddamn leg again, and it pissed me off. But that's the way that this game works, man. The game just is like, nope, we're gonna troll the shit out of you as hard as we possibly can. Oh, I didn't want that there. So this is such a colossal waste of resources. Whenever you miss a block, it really, really is. Alright, so let's actually get this guy here. And this will be the last corner piece that I have to work on for this. Kind of like getting closer to the ground as I go with the structure here, I'm not going to lie. It is kind of foggy out right now, so unfortunately you can't get a very good view. But once it clears, like when the weather clears up and it's nice weather, it is absolutely gorgeous. The view from up here. I mean, I turned my draw distance up to max. I had it lowered because I was just trying to improve performance just a little bit. But I was like, no, if I have this tower and I can see for literally the entire world, I need to get up there and I need to look down. See what I can see. There we go. So this is going to close in the outside edges of the platform, like so. And then we just got to close up the middle here. And I'm always worried, just because of that first platform collapse, I'm always worried that I'm going to get a certain number of blocks into this and the whole rest of the thing is just going to go. And since I'm in the middle of it, I'm going to go down with it. But I don't think I have that to worry about. I think, like I said, I think it was just a fluke. Maybe the game had just anchored it to that one block, and the game's physics were like, whoa, you took that block away. We're going to make the whole thing fall down. I was worried this was going to collapse, like, I don't know, when I was away from the tower for any given period of time. It was just all going to fall down. Didn't happen. All right, so there we go. We've got another platform in, and I've only got 7 trussing blocks left, so I'm going to have to go back and make some more. But that's okay. We got to get some health back and everything anyway. All right, so here's what we need to do. Is take away the block that's equal with this layer. So we take away this one. And now I need to count down and pick up 50 blocks, and that'll be where the next platform goes. So let's go ahead and do that. I'll speed it up. All right, and 335 should be it. So this will be where the next platform is going to go. So let's actually get our side started here. Yep. Oh, that's the wrong one. Oops. There we go. That's the right one. I just love wasting blocks. Alright, sorry. Let's whip that son of a bitch back around here. I'll actually stick these 7 trussing blocks down here. There we go. Alright, and we're much closer to the ground now. I can see the trees and everything much nicer down from here. Now, if I fell from here, I definitely wouldn't die. I wouldn't like it, because it'd break my leg, but I would definitely not die. Alright, there we go. And we're going to get this piece in here. Since I'm right here, I might as well. There we go. And the rest of these pieces will just be, I'm guessing, yeah, easy peasy. Come on. There we go. 2, 1, boom. All right, so we've at least got this corner done for when we come back up here. And I'm going to actually place the corner pieces for the next one as well. Just because I think the next one will be the last platform, wherever it ends up being. So, again, we take away the one for the layer that we're on now. All right, so we've basically got to just count down to 386. So I'll go down now. All right, and this may get a little annoying. Trying to do blocks here in the trees. Oh, lordy, lordy, lord. This is going to get aggravating as shit. I'm going to try not to chop any of these trees down unless I need to, but that's basically why I built the trees all around this, is basically as a tree farm. I do like the way they look, though, because, I mean, this whole lot is just covered in them. And then you get in there and you can see the center of the platform when you get there. It's kind of nice. I just like the way that it looks. All right, well, we're at least going to stick these two guys right here. And I know that's the right block size because, again, it's the same on both sides. So, all right, so let's head back down to the ground here. And yeah, that's going to be really close to the ground, actually. That last platform is going to be pretty close to the ground. So I just got 2 more platforms to go, so that's not too bad. Yeah, I mean, that's where that last platform is going to be right there. So you're talking, that's less than 20 blocks up from the ground, so. And then this, I do believe I am still going to do the 2 pillar structures here. But I didn't build them yet. But I need a ladder system to get up to the top. And I was hoping I could put a ladder against this, like in the same direction as this, but you actually can't do that with a ladder, which is annoying. But that's okay. So, all right, so we've got 2 platforms left to build. So let me go ahead and zip back over to the castle here. All right, so we are back at the castle here. And like I said, I want to show you guys this pool at night. So we're not going to probably watch everything that I'm going to do here over the next several in-game hours. But once it hits nightfall, before I head off to continue my tunnel project, which I'm actually entering the next phase of right now. And it's going to go to a future outpost that I haven't even built yet. Because, I mean, in terms of my map, let's just take a look at it really quickly. So this is our castle. Look at that pool. Look at that pool. Look how beautiful that fucking thing looks. Absolutely amazing. I love it. I'm just good. There's so much more detail. There's so much more stuff I've got to get in here in the castle courtyard. The exterior area, I'm also going to get trees and gardens and all sorts of fun stuff out there. It's going to be great. I've actually got to remove this marker and put one here for the castle. I just haven't done it yet. And let's see. We've got our tower here. Looks way smaller and way less interesting on the map here. It just looks like, look at all the trees around it. It's like, all right, whatever. All right, but anyway, for our pathway now goes from the castle all the way down here to the Arctic pit base. And I'll actually show you guys that. I actually removed those blocks from the bottom. I also died down there. I'll show you how. All right, and then I've gone all the way over, and I finally connected up to the path that comes from the army base, so I can now get there by just traveling underground at night. And I've continued this pathway, so I'm now somewhere like in this area right here. Yeah, I think probably right here, since the fog of war is like right there. So I'm like right here, which means I can extend the pathway from my original base down here to connect up with this one. I want to make this cabin an exit point, but I'm not going to do that until I complete the path. So my actual plan for tonight, once it gets to be evening time, I'm going to go back to my original base, and I'm going to bring my auger, bring all whatnot, and I'm going to continue that pathway this way, because I'm pretty sure for this, I'm somewhere like in this area here. I'm very close. So I should be able to finish doing the connecting pieces of that tonight, which is going to be awesome. Absolutely cannot wait to do that. All right, let's go ahead and ditch some of these resources here, and then I'll catch up with you guys on the other side. All right, so yeah, I just wanted to get everything sorted out, taken care of, and what have you. But, well, you know what? I'm not going to worry about showing you guys this right now. Just because. I don't know what I'm going to do right now, though. I guess I can continue work on the surface up here. There's kind of so much stuff. I mean, the keep is still just a big shell. I still got to do so much with the keep. I still got to do so much with this. Like I said, I would be willing to bet a lot of money that in a future video, not this one necessarily, I'm not going to do it right now, but I would be willing to guarantee you this will bug me to the point where I will finally say nope, and I will get rid of this drawbridge, and I will center just a single door or just a small doorway, not even have doors in it, and that'll lead into the keep proper from the central area here. I mean, I don't mind this being off center. That's fine. But this pathway not leading directly straight to that door just is driving me nuts. I'm going to build a little garage over there, like I said. Let's see. Crops are probably ready to be harvested. Oh, nope, they're not. Almost, though. Oh, these are, but that's because I didn't pick those last time. I need these to finish up because I want to place all chrysanthemums back here for at least one cycle. And you can see I got a lot of aloe plants and stuff back there so I can make first aid bandages and the like. I'm going to zip all these trees out of here and all these boxes out of here. I'm going to extend the sidewalk back here, probably on both sides. I might do something else in the back here. I'm not sure what else I might want to put back here, but we'll probably do at least a little something else, just because I don't want it to be boring. How are we doing down here in terms of my structural integrity? Look at this wall! What happened there? Wow! Holy shit! I'm willing to bet you a cop probably blew up on the exterior of that thing. I mean, there's part of me that wants to get in there and fix it now, but then I also don't want to get in there and fix it now because I don't care. As long as they're not getting into the castle, I mean, I guess that's all that matters. And look, we've got a chunk surface area glitching there. It's always nice. And I still need to figure out what I want to do for windows for the castle. If I want to just leave these open, or exactly what I want to do. You can see I dug these doorways out, opened these doorways up to open up the pool area. I said, I love this pool. This thing makes me so happy. This is one of the proudest build moments I've ever done here. And this is all just white adobe. All these blocks are. Just white adobe blocks, and I actually used some filler blocks like concrete underneath where you can't see it, like behind the ramps and stuff. But all the surface blocks are, woo! Actually, it's not. The diving board, the deep end doesn't go out far enough. But this took so long to fill with water as it is. I am not going to screw around with it. I'm not even going to ever fill up jars out of this thing. Because I don't want to screw with the surface area of the water. Ever. Like, I will drive to one of the little pools in the city here and do that. Alright, so I think I need... You know what, one thing I can do is I wanted to actually do this. I'm going to fix the bunker for Horde Knights. That needs to be fixed up. And I need to kind of change it a little bit as well. Let's see. I got 101 of that. Steel reinforced upgrade. 3 traders I went to one time and I got like 17 of it from all 3 traders. I was so pissed. Let's take my gun with me here. No sense in not having it on me. There we go. Bring the wrench. Bring the machete. And there we go. We got our 9mm rounds. So we're ready to rock and roll. And we're going to need the auger. I actually put all this gas on this bike, but I forgot I don't need to use this bike for it. Why is this money on this bike? This bike's an underground bike. Doesn't need to be on there. This is dirt. This I'm just using for filler on here. And we're going to take half of these because we need these as well. So, okay. Alrighty. So I need to go back to my main base. I guess I'll just start working on that tunnel now because I want to make sure I get it done. And plus I need the resources to continue work on everything else. I mean, you just see, just building those trussing blocks, I used up pretty much all the iron that's in 2 of those forges. So yeah, let's switch this stuff. Actually, no, leave the rest of that stuff on my person, but... Alright, let's get out of here. There we go. Now let's go slow because I got to stop and close the door. That's one of the things I didn't get a chance to show you guys is the pool that I took all the water out of. I was going to show you that, but I didn't get around to it. But, I mean, essentially, it's, like, half empty of water. I mean, it's, like, where the gun safe is. No water in there anymore. I cleaned all that water out of that little pool part, and it's just really cool. All right, so we are going to go ahead and we're going to zip back to the main base. I will skip through this. All right, and we are back here. at the original base. I do not spend nearly enough time here anymore. I miss this base. I loved building this base. I was so happy to do everything here, and now I just don't ever get the chance to come back here anymore. There's just not a lot of resources here anymore. Yeah, I don't have any animal fat here. I have tons of bones. All my challenge letters and stuff. Tons of money back here. This is where I've been putting all my money from the traders. And I do have some auger parts here, but these are just as shitty as all the other auger parts I have. I got one auger part. I don't know if I did that on video or not, but I bought one auger part from a trader. It was level 9. Seriously, it had a condition of 9. So it's not even a point in building an auger with that. So I just used it to upgrade my existing auger parts in this auger, and it added 1 point of condition to these auger parts. Absolutely ridiculous. I need to actually go on a working stiffs run. I think maybe after next Horde Night. I was going to do it before, but I kind of got involved in this tunnel project. But maybe after this Horde Night, I need to go on a working stiffs kind of spree and really try to get something more for an auger. Like, I've got a few auger blades. Auger blades I'm good on, but I need more auger parts is what I really need. We're actually going to leave all of our gear here on the bike. I don't need any of this crap. The only thing I'll take with me is the pickaxe and the shovel. And I'll take the auger and obviously the 3 cans of gas. This mini bike is out of gas. And I'm pretty sure I have some here at the base, so I'm not too worried about it. I should have some in the garage area here. Yeah, I got 4 barrels of gas. So we got gas. We're good. We're good to go on that. But yeah, I've got a lot of stuff here. It's just, yeah, see, I've cleaned out like half of my ammo here because I took it all over to the other base for Horde Night. Yeah. Like I said, I miss this base. I mean, there's still so many resources here because this is just like my original base, but yeah, it's just, this is not, there's just not much you can do about it. All right, so we are going to head down into the workshop here. Get that thing out of my face. Come on now. All right, and then there's our mini bike for here. I don't know what I've even got. Come on, get off of that thing. If I've even got anything that worked down here, or nope, I don't even have anything in any of these. Look at almost no iron in this thing. As I tell you, this whole base is just kind of out of resources for a lot of it. Jesus. Yeah, a little bit of clay, a little bit of lead and brass for bullets, and some explosives. Actually, I need, give me this guy. And we're going to do, why don't I do some plains ground? There we go. I'm going to make like 200 of these. And this will be, if there's iron deposits especially, I stop and mine out all the iron deposits now because I want to get as much of it as I possibly can. All right, so I am going to drive this down to the end of the tunnel. We will speed through this part, and I'll see you at the end. All right, and hopefully I have this problem here, and I didn't do it when I did this tunnel enough. I've done it in the other tunnel that's going to connect to this, but I would dig chambers big enough to jump off the mini bike, because you'll see here this is 1 block wide. So what I've got a tendency of doing here, when I get off the mini bike, because there's no space for me to actually get off, I'll clip through the world and I'll fall down through. Hopefully that doesn't happen here. I'm going to get off the mini bike, and I've parked all the way over on the right-hand side, so hopefully when I jump off to the left, I won't fall through the world. So let's see what happens. Yep, still fell through. Oh, I got off the bike on the other side. Oh, my lordy, lordy, lord. All right, well, since I'm going to continue falling for an eternity here, I'm going to go ahead and reload the game here, and we'll start back into the tunnel here. Okay, and here we are. This is where I got kicked out of the tunnel here. Way in the middle of the plain, so, I mean, you can see I'm nowhere near literally anything. Where is this on the map? Yeah, this is how far, I mean, this tunnel, I mean, basically it ends, like, right there. I'm actually going to go build the next extension for this from the cabin. And, oh, well, shit, you know what? I can't really do that. So I don't know exactly where it's going to come out here. All right, well, I guess that means we got to head back north and go back to the base. So we'll speed through this as well. All right, first leg of the journey is complete. Stopped to get a whole bunch of those rocks on the way back, and a really shitty set of mini bike wheels, and a pretty decent set of mini bike wheels. But hey, you know what? We keep everything. We can combine these into other things later. Get some cloth out of that. Got some bullet tips. Got some plant fibers. You got a little bit of stuff. Nothing too spectacular, but hey, it's something, right? We'll throw this iron in there. Come on, where's this? I don't know where anything is here anymore. Been too long. Oh, I got an azalea here. So I have an open sign and an oven. I've got a few things here, but nothing too spectacular that I desperately need to take to my other base or anything. All right, we're actually going to keep these bullet ingredients, but I'm going to throw these on the mini bike because I don't want them down in the tunnels. I mean, it won't matter because I will find this stuff probably down in the tunnels, but for now, just going to leave this stuff on the bike so we can take it back the other way with us. These finished building, by the way, finally. Oh, my God. But yeah, I took to building small chambers down in the tunnels, so that way I could periodically, there's just a chamber to stop at if I do need to get off of the mini bike, so I don't have to run 1,000 friggin' miles. And I mean, the closest one on this pathway is way, way, way up. So unfortunately, I just didn't build it close enough. All right, we're going to go ahead and zip down to the end of this tunnel here, and then we will get digging. All right, I had to use half of my stamina to run down here. Wow. All right, so we've reached the end of the tunnel here. I am going to build a small chamber down here. But yeah, we can see here, we're pretty close to this cabin. And this cabin, like I said, I'm going to build another exit from the tunnel here, and I've got to go from there down to somewhere in this area. I'm already down through there with this other tunnel that extends through this way. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I ended up somewhere about here. So I'm basically going to just dig this bad boy as far forward as I possibly can. I've got a decent condition auger with a lot of gas. So we're going to go ahead and dig this. I'm not going to subject anybody to watching me dig it. I'll be back once I have reached the other tunnel. So stick around. All right, so well, we're back here, and we're on our way back to our main base. Unfortunately, I'm almost to the other tunnel, but I'm full in terms of resources that I've collected, and I don't want to waste anything because I need the resources pretty badly to finish these projects I'm working on. So I decided to be smart, and I decided to drive back. I'm going to drop some stuff off. This mini bike doesn't have a basket on it. That's the thing that's killing me. If this bike had a basket on it, I could have just dumped all the stuff in the basket and kept going, and then I would have made it through. So it's kind of a waste of time. I'm going to have to go all the way back, ditch some of the resources, and then come all the way back again to finish the tunnel. But like I said, it's worth it. I'd rather not waste the resources. I'd rather hang on to the resources that I have. So we're just going to go ahead and speed our way back to the main base here, and then we'll see you guys back there. Alrighty, and yet you can see here, I mean, just because the game doesn't render this wall, for whatever reason, when I dig the east-west tunnel there, this never happens, but the north-south tunnel, this happens all the time. I don't know why this is, just some, glitch in the game. But I can see the other tunnel. It's right there. So I'm almost there. I'm basically just going to go ahead and cut this out again here. And then when we reach the other tunnel, I'll go back and grab the mini bike. I'll dig a little chamber so I can park in the corner down there. And then I'll be back to join you guys. So just hang on. Alrighty, and here we are. See, I'm glad I didn't decide to waste any of this. Because look at this. I would have wasted all this. All this would be on the ground right now. But we did. We connected into the existing tunnel system. So essentially, I just want to run back here and grab my mini bike really quickly. I am going to come back and mine that iron out. I need to just take every single iron deposit that I possibly can. And that's why I brought that plains ground, so I can kind of fill it back in so I don't just leave giant holes down here. But yeah, I need to take all the iron deposits that I possibly can so I can utilize them for extra resources. But yeah, oh my god, it feels, I cannot tell you how good it feels to finally have this tunnel system connected to everything. Like, I can literally get to every single base that I have in the game by going underground. I don't need to be driving all over the surface, doing all sorts of crazy shit, running into zombies, running into objects, doing this, doing that. I don't need to deal with that anymore. It's so nice that I don't have to worry about any of that anymore. I don't know where my next tunnel project is going to go. I think I'm going to try to keep it somewhere closer to the city. And I am building an extension for this tunnel. You can see when we were looking at it before up here. And I'll actually show you when we get down here. But I was building an extension that's going to continue out to the west. But I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with that tunnel system when I get it going here. So, driving into the wall there. Sometimes the game stutter steps and it kind of overcorrects my steering a little bit, and all of a sudden I'm driving into the wall. It's like, woo! The last thing I want to do is clip through the wall with a mini bike, because I'm afraid the mini bike wouldn't come with me when I have to quit the game and restart. And we're actually going to spin this guy around right here so he's facing down toward my city base down there. Oh, turn that off. All right, but yeah, I am building another tunnel extension that's going to go west here. And, I mean, west of here, we've basically got... Where is he? Come on, where are you? Basically, we've got Trader Bob out here. Not Future Outpost. Trader Bob. We basically got Trader Bob way out to the west. But that's another 3 kilometers just from where I am now. And I don't know if I want to dig a tunnel all the way there, even though it would kind of be nice. But it would be closer to kind of go from the military base here, because I've already started a tunnel extension that goes this way. It would be nicer to kind of just go out that way from the military base, build another extension. I marked these. These are the tops of mountains. I did mark these as maybe future outposts just to kind of build like a lookout tower or something. I don't know what I'm going to do up there. Marked those a long time ago, so I can't tell you exactly what I'll do with them. All right, but we are going to jump on this, and I'm going to drive back to the Arctic pit, and I want to show you guys something there really quick, so hang on. All right, we'll come pulling into the Arctic base in just a minute here. Just passed by the entrance point right there. All right, you'll notice right away, nothing in here. Wide open. And I always forget to turn the light off. But yeah, I actually, and you see that's actually still wet. But if you remember, there was a pillar that came down the center of this. This is in the original design of this base. Because I was just going to put kind of a little... basically standing room only block all the way at the top of this that was supported by a pillar that came down into this pit. Well, if you have seen the other videos, especially the Horde Night video I did there, you know that the bunker I built on top of this thing actually doesn't do that. It's actually supported on all 4 sides up top, so I didn't need the center support anymore. So what I did was I dug out the bottom pieces here, and once I got it above this, the entire fucking thing collapsed on me and I died. It was the middle of the night too, so at night I had to come and run all the way back down to the entrance of the Arctic base. It's down there, and then come all the way back in here to get my backpack. My auger was in it. I was super worried that the backpack was going to disappear and I was going to lose that auger, which really would have sucked. But yeah, the base up top is supported on all 4 corners on the surface, so I didn't need this support pillar here anymore. And with the way that this works, it's only a 5x5 hole, and I had a pillar here, and then I had spikes on the sides of the pillar, so really... you could only get 1 square all the way around on the outside. The rest of it in the middle was filled up. So it wasn't a lot of surface area to kill zombies, and I just didn't like the way that it was put together. So I ripped that out of here. And now, plus with the mini bike, I can just drive in and out of here. I don't have to drive around a goddamn pillar. All right, so we'll continue on to the castle here. And now it's nighttime, so I can show you guys the pool at night. I'm really excited about that pool. I'm just... it was frustrating as hell to build. It was annoying because I was literally back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. I had, I don't know, somewhere in the neighborhood of like 20 buckets that I was filling per trip. And I smelted most of them back away into the forge because I don't need them anymore. But I still have like 8 of them that are full of water still that I just kept. Just because. Why not? In case something ever happens to the water, I can hopefully try to refill it and not run into any issues. But I love that this is all connected by an underground road now. So cool. If I ever get industrious enough, I may like decide to dig a separate tunnel next to this, like widen it out by a block. But just considering the amount of work it took to dig these tunnels now, like just the individual single tunnels to go between bases, I just don't necessarily think it's a good idea. It just takes forever. It just takes way too long. All right, so we're going to go ahead and speed up back to the castle here. I need to make that entrance bigger. That entrance is just not big enough, as far as I'm concerned. I need to build a garage in here, especially now that I have all these connected and I have both of my mini bikes down here. Yeah. All right. That is awesome. I know I'm a little excited about it. I don't care. It really is. It's really awesome. All right, so we can ditch. We'll leave the auger in here too. I guess I don't need that for now. And we'll take all this stone. There we go. All right. So, all right, let me just ditch this stuff really quickly. Oh, yeah, we are loaded for bear, baby. And I know, granted, this is not a lot of resources. I mean, it looks like it might be, especially in terms of raw iron. I mean, I definitely need all that, but it's not as much as I would hope it to be. All my forges down here are done, so I got to get all those set back up in a little bit to get firing here. But I got to show you this while it's the middle of the night here, because it's going to be pitch black outside. Oh, it's a nice clear night, too, so it's going to look gorgeous. Let me turn my light off so you can just kind of see what it looks like in here. I think this looks absolutely amazing. This with the torchlight everywhere. Look how beautiful this looks. And, you know, you've got, like I said, you've got the little fire over here burning. You got all these torches. And then here's the pool. Like I said, isn't that awesome? Just the way that it kind of glows like that. You can see the water flowing still. I mean, of course, I can turn my light on, and you can see that kind of beautiful greenish turquoise color on the top there. I think that's so awesome that it just glows like that. So nice. Gotta love my swimming pool. Now, the only issue I have here, and I'm going to have to drive all the way back to the other base to rectify it, is my mini bike for like the surface is not here anymore. It's back at the main base. So it's going to be annoying because I'm going to have mini bikes kind of fucking even more spread out than they already are now, which is not ideal. But hey, you know what? It is what it is. So like I said, I just wanted to kind of show you guys all of that stuff. Looks like I got some crops to harvest, so that'll be good. Can kind of start getting through a lot more of this stuff. But that's basically going to do it for this build video. I just wanted to show you guys a lot of the cool stuff I've been working on. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. Please like, please comment, please subscribe. And, you know, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, if you have any build requests, anything like that, please let me know. I've got a couple plans on what I want to do next once the castle's done. The castle, unfortunately, is still going to take a little bit of time to finish up, but... well, I'm freezing. Oh, that's because I keep jumping in the water like a dumbass. But yeah, I've got some other suggestions, some other ideas of what I may build. And I'm not going to zoom all the way out of this because it's going to take forever if I try to. But I'm just going to, one of these days, what I want to do is leave this entire area behind. Because all my bases are within kind of like a 2-kilometer radius. We've got this one here. We've got this one here. We've got this one up here. And then we've got that military base that's just down here. Yeah, see how close they all are together? I want to just get... this is the biggest size map you can generate in this game. So I just want to go. I just want to get out, and I just want to go like way to the edge of the map somewhere. Far away. I want to take bare bones resources, like take a gun, some bullets, some health, some food, and that's pretty much it. And just start a whole new base. Start a whole new area that I haven't really touched yet. I would absolutely love to do that. If my map still works with A16, I may wait until A16 to do that, because if my map still works, then all the chunks that aren't loaded yet would load with all the new stuff, like the sleepers and everything, which I think would be really cool. But like I said, like, share, subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. And the next video should be the day 175 Horde. So thank you very much for watching, and you guys have a great day.